Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. Happy 513 Day. I'd like to give a shout out to my fellow podcasters and YouTubers. Pardon the punctuation for the shout out tweet. They shout out all the YouTubers and the podcasters here locally doing sports shows and sports broadcasts. So I really appreciate it, guys. Speaking of YouTube, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. I am up to 482 subscribers. It's a slow hill, but we're getting there. We're getting close to 500. Let's keep going. All right, we had some great news. Arizona, yesterday, 2 days ago, came out and said that they are open for professional sports. Now today, Florida has come out and said, their governor has said that they are open to professional sports. Okay, this is what the governor said. Like I said, Florida's governor is the second governor to announce that his state is open for professional sports teams that want to resume sports activities. Now, quoting the governor, all professional sports are welcome here for practicing and for playing. Now, they asked him, what would you tell commissioners of other sports leagues? He goes, what I would tell the commissioners is, if you have a team in an area where they won't let you operate, come to Florida. We'll find places for you. So he is all in saying, look, we're good. Come down here and play. I don't know if the professional teams are going to take him up on that, but these are all just good signs that things are happening. Sports, I think by July 4th, I think we're going to have the NBA, we're going to have baseball back. I got an email from the Bengals today. Like I said, I'm a season ticket holder. I posted it on an excerpt of it from on Sports with Strawberry Ice. And basically they said that they're open for business. We're going to, they're pushing ahead. They're planning on having the fans in the stands and playing football this fall. So it all sounds like it's going in the right direction as far as sports go and, getting back to normal. I'm very, very excited about that. Now, Major League Baseball, they basically have, from everything I read, they have everything negotiated on how they're going to handle the pandemic, how they're going to play the games, when they're going to start spring. It sounds like it's all pretty much negotiated except for the money. So you got billionaires and millionaires fighting over money. What else is new in baseball? And some people said that baseball might not come back. And I've said this, and I'll continue to say this. If baseball does not come back because of this, has nothing to do with a strike or anything else. This is a world pandemic. This is once in a generation thing that's happening. Guys, figure it out. Bring baseball back. Because if you don't, you thought fans had a hard time coming back after the 94 strike. You don't come back after this when sports fans really, really, really need sports. We need something to divert our attention, something to give us joy, something to just take our mind off what's going on. And you guys are going to argue about millions of dollars for, what, a 4-month season? Come on, guys. You got to get it together, and you got to play baseball. And I really, really do think they're not going to be stupid enough to cancel the season. There might be some cities where they can't play, then they just, that team plays somewhere else. If the players don't like it, sorry. Sometimes you got to do stuff you don't want to do for your job. That's life. You can comment me down below what you guys think about that. I'm just dying for sports, okay? I'm dying for some good news about this. So I'm getting tired of everybody going, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if you go ahead and get hit by a car? Come on. Let's go. It's been long enough. I'm ready. All right. This show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right. Bengals news. I got this from CincyJungle.com, and it's an excerpt that they got from The Athletic. It's basically talking about Logan Wilson, the Bengals' third-round pick, and how the scouting department actually feels that he could potentially be better than any free agent that was available out there. All right, The Athletic, Paul Dana Jr. of The Athletic, learned that Logan Wilson was specifically someone that Radcliffe, who is the director of college scouting, and Mike Potts had their eye on from the get-go. Now, throughout the free agency, they were talking about this linebacker and that linebacker, and none of them came. Or none of them, they all signed with other teams for like $10 million or whatever, and the Bengals, weren't ever. I don't know if they were ever in the mix. I know they were in the mix for a couple, but they never got any of them. So this is quoting Potts. Let's get back here. Okay. This is how they feel about Logan Wilson and his potential. Let's see here. Let me get back to the beginning. Okay, in their opinion, Logan Wilson is faster than those guys. He's a better cover guy than those guys. So they think they got the best of both. Out of the guys that could have signed a free agent, they think he's faster, he's a better cover, and he's a better all-around athlete than the guys at free agency. Now, he's a college football player. So, will all that translate to the NFL? I don't know. But if you are trying to sign free agents, which the Bengals, you can see, they signed free agents. They were trying to sign a linebacker. But I also think they're kind of like, well, if we don't get these guys, Logan Wilson, there's a good shot he's going to be there that we can get. So, they did a really good job, I think, of covering their bases. They didn't overpay for these other linebackers. They went and got in the draft. They got one that they think could potentially be better than anybody that was available in the free agency. So, I'm very excited about it. First, like I said, I've said it on past shows. Jones was sitting there from Houston. He was sitting there. They could have taken him. But the other scrutinized position that the Bengals needed to take care of was linebacker. You got linebacker, you got offensive line. Those are the two biggest things. And they really took care of the linebackers in the draft. So, offensive line, I think the kid out of Kansas is going to be, the offensive line they get from Kansas, I think he's going to be pretty good. All right. Let's see here. All right. So, I think that the Bengals, like I said, Adeniji, I really do think he's going to be a sleeper that the Bengals got in the 5th round. I think he's 5th round, 6th round. He was a right tackle in Kansas. He's projected as being a guard in the NFL. So they did address, like I said, they really addressed the linebackers in the draft more than they did the offensive line. There's an article where the Bengals look to be done overhauling their offensive line. I know people have tweeted out and stuff about getting Wolford and trying to sign him. Like I said, I think that the guys that they have, like I said, I'm not a big Bobby Hart fan, I'll tell you that. But the guys they have, I think they feel are better than obviously what us fans think. I'm worried about the right side of the line. I've said that multiple times. I would like to have for them to have gotten a right tackle. That would have made me feel a lot better. But they didn't. So, you can't fix everything in the draft, but they fixed a lot. They fixed a lot of stuff in the draft. So, he could be better. He's not, like I said, he's not a right tackle. I think he's going to be a guard. So, he could be very good. But this Logan Wilson looks to be a very, very good, basically a steal. I think we stole T. Higgins in the 2nd round. More I've read about Logan Wilson, I think we stole him in the 3rd. So I think this draft is going to be the draft that we can look back to when the Bengals hopefully have won Super Bowls and say this is the draft that started it. I hope. Anyway, I got some Facebook groups that I like to talk about here on the show, and hopefully you guys can join. We got Bengals Nation, Reds Country, Bearcats Country, and Cyclones Country. They're all fun groups. We discuss sports and have a good time. If you're listening to me on the podcast, and especially if it's Apple Podcasts, do me a favor. Give me a 5-star review. And like I said, YouTubers, you guys have been awesome. Keep the comments rolling. I love every single one of them. I'm up to 482 subscribers, trying to get to 500 as fast as I can. And other than that, it's getting so close. I can feel it. Sports are starting. I had a UFC fight this past weekend. I think they got a NASCAR thing coming up soon. Things are happening. Golf is coming back soon. We're getting there. I think in another month and a half, 2 months, things are going to be back to normal. And like I said, I really do think the NFL is going to go off without a hitch. it's just a feeling I have. Now, college football might be a little different because California has said that they're going to be shut down for another 2 months or more. So Pac-12, they might not have any football. But SEC, ACC, AAC, they can all play. People are like, well, what are you supposed to do? Like, well, if California is not letting their students on campus and stuff like that, then they can't play. But that doesn't mean the rest of the country can't, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just sports, baby. Tell all your friends about me. See you guys.